It's week 2 of the 2042 season, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Riverhawks and the Snowhawks, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from Hawaii, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together and
the first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Terrapin, their rookie quarterback from the University of Maryland.
And I can't imagine that week 1 was anything except a whirlwind for this young man. A few bright spots in the opener, but as expected, a few rookie mistakes as well. Let's find out if he learned from them, and we'll show some progress and improvement starting here in week 2.
He finds his man complete. It's Hudson. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. On first down, Burton. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 carries, 52 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Snowhawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, you look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. From the gun on third down. Ross escaping. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Burton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, for years, we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Guzman. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Guzman.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Open man is Cantrell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Ross. Flushed. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's done. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Guzman. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 2.
Up the middle they go. Burton. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Guzman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Well, the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Ross.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Ross. Looking middle, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Ross.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Guzman. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Guzman. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hudson.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
But a Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Ross from the gun on 3rd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Operating from the gun. Guzman.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
From the gun on 3rd down. Guzman.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Ross. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And a solid run down inside the 30.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Ross.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Guzman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
2nd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Ross. Eluding the pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stockton. And he coughed it up.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ross. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We begin out on the West Coast in Oakland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 20-16 was your final score. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. 30-13, the final score. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Ross. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 11. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ross.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Ross. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Ross.
That is caught.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Gets through, and now an opening.
Finding room at midfield. Still going. Inside the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Back to throw. Ross. And he's got his big tight end here. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Snowhawks offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Operating from the gun. Guzman. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. Looking to throw. Guzman. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Off play action. Guzman. Wide open receiver complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Snowhawks have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Right back to him on first down. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd down and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Burton. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Ross. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Ross. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A great play there. 57 yards.
And the River Hogs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burton. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's going to air one out.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Now this one complete to Burton.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burton. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand.
So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at about the 14. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win for the home side, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for Anchorage,
they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile, for Honolulu,
they will fall to 1-1, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.